What up, what up, what up? It's RJ Fantasy Football Talk, and we're back again. And we're presenting the 40-second play clock. This is week 2. You already know who I am. I'm Rodney. You already know who he is. JJ. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on? Nothing too much. Ready to get into some more fun games. Tell everybody what they need. Make some picks because, as you already know, I'm up 11 to your 8
whatever
picks so far.
Okay.
So I'm trying to keep my streak going. Maybe even add some more separation.
That's all right. I'll take that. But I'm going to go ahead and redeem myself this week and get some picks in here. So I'm going to go ahead and start it off. And my first matchup this week is the 49ers versus the Jets. I'm picking the 49ers to win this game. And also my impact players for this game will be Jimmy Garoppolo, Raheem Mostert, and my sleeper from there will be Brandon Ayuk, who's actually making his debut this week. For the Jets, I'm going with Jamison Crowder. 49ers should win this one easy. If the Bills can beat them and they can get 300 yards from their quarterback, I'm pretty sure Jimmy G can get 300 yards this week. So I'm going, like I said, I'm picking the Niners, and we should pull out the victory.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like you said, if they can't beat that team, then there's some serious problems. So I don't see y'all having any matchup problems there. I get started with my first game. And I'm going with the Ravens at the Texans. And quite frankly, I feel bad for Deshaun Watson because he started off with the Chiefs, and it only gets worse playing the Ravens. That defense is going to really put them in some trouble. I expect to see a whole bunch of Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews. Ravens getting a really easy win, I think, on this one. You're going to have a good run game. I'm not decided on who your running back's going to be. Ingram had more carries, but I think J.K. Dobbins might be the play, just like he was last week. Going with that one. I think Hollywood Brown to get his first touchdown. Deshaun Watson and David Johnson are about the only people. I don't even like William Fuller for this game, only because I think that defense is too good for them. So.
I agree with you 100%. I think this is going to be a tough matchup for Watson. I mean, it's going to be a struggle for him. So it's going to be a tough one.
It gets better, but they could not have had a tougher first 2 games. So if you're a Deshaun Watson person, don't get too discouraged yet. He should have serviceable numbers like he did last week, but not great numbers.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine though. I mean, once you get past this game. So I'm gonna go ahead into my next one. I got the Minnesota Vikings versus the Indianapolis Colts. And my impact players are Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, and from Indianapolis, I'm going Phillip Rivers, Nyheim Hines, and I'm going Jonathan Taylor. I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings to win this game. I just feel like they're a better team. They have a better defense. Their safeties in their corners are really good. So Phillip Rivers had 2 bad interceptions last week. I think the bright spot is Nyheim Hines from the Colts. So, but I'm still picking Minnesota to win this game.
Okay, good stuff. I jump straight into my next game, and I'm gonna go with the Rams at the Eagles. Carson Wentz was a disappointment last week. He started off hot and ended up with nothing. I think he has a better week this time, but I'm still going to go with the Rams to win this one. It's going to be Jared Goff, a whole lot of Robert Woods, and a lot of Cooper Kupp. The running back situation, I'm surprised by how good Malcolm Brown was. I expect him to do it again this week. So Cam Akers, I would still sit him on the bench. The question mark is going to be whether Miles Sanders is back. He's expected to play because he's practicing, so he should do well as long with, of course, those 2 tight ends. Bench Carson Wentz, I would probably guess, but if he's your play, you have to. He shouldn't be too bad.
I agree. I think I see Philly winning this one. I give you that. So It's a bounce back game for them. I think
Did I say Philly? I thought it said the Rams winning this one. Though.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Rams.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Make sure.
Well,
right.
I actually see Philly winning this one.
Okay.
From a bounce back purpose.
Yeah, I think they bounced back from last week.
They got to bounce back. So I see Philly winning. With Miles Sanders back, I think that helps a lot, though. That kind of balances the offense just a tad bit. So I think they can kind of blend in that run in that pass. So, but I'm gonna roll into my next one, and my next game is the Tennessee Titans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. My impact players for this game is A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry from Tennessee. And the only person I think from Jacksonville that's probably going to do something is Gardner Minshew. I mean, if you're in a 2-quarterback league, you're probably going to start him. So, but I just think at this point, I think Tennessee is a better team. I think they have to get A.J. Brown involved a lot more than they did last week. So, and Derrick Henry is definitely going to do what he normally does anyway. So, I'm predicting Derrick Henry to have 100, and I'm predicting A.J. Brown to do over 100. So, that's why I'm going with the Tennessee Titans.
Okay. No Corey Davis?
No Corey Davis.
Hey, he put up some stuff, but I was surprised to see how well he did compared to A.J. Brown. So hopefully, as an A.J. Brown owner, we get some more of him this week. I'm with you. All right, so let's get to my next game. I'm talking my wife's team, the Chiefs at the Chargers. I don't really need to say anything about. I got 40 seconds. I need like 5. Chiefs, pick all of them, everybody on the squad, put them in. Except Sammy Watkins, because he's only good for 1 week. But everyone else you can think of with the Chiefs, play him. For the Chargers, we're gonna see if Tyrod can throw the ball around. I actually gonna recommend Hunter Henry for this game because they're gonna have to toss it. I just don't think they're gonna do that great with it. Austin Eckler, of course, will be good. I know a lot of people picked up Joshua Kelly off waivers. I don't really like him this game at all. I think it's gonna get out of control where you're not gonna receive the impact from him. But I could be wrong on that. I'm willing to be. But yeah, anybody on the Chiefs, they're good.
Yeah, the Chiefs gonna win this one.
The Chiefs are gonna win this going away crazy.
I mean, Hunter Henry is gonna be a good play because they're gonna be behind. Austin Eckler always a good play.
Yeah.
So
hopefully Keenan Allen can get some good work, but I'm not really. I'm not feeling Tyrod Taylor. And this isn't Tyrod Taylor's game. I don't think. So.
No. He just don't throw the ball down the field, and that's going to hurt Keenan Allen the whole season unless they make a change. So we don't see that coming no time soon. So, but I'm gonna roll into my next game, and my next game is the Chicago Bears versus the New York Giants. I'm going with the New York Giants in this game. The impact players from Chicago is Allen Robinson and Mitch Trubisky, and from New York we got Saquon and Darius Slayton. Daniel Jones has to play a little bit better this week than he did last week. And I think Saquon, he's too good not to be putting up numbers. So I'm saying he's going to put up big numbers this week. And I'm saying Darius Slayton is definitely going to do well this week. So I'm picking the Giants to win this game. I just feel like Chicago don't have enough, honestly. So I'm just going with the Giants.
I think you made 2 understatements of the year. Danny Dimes has to be a lot better, and Saquon Barkley has no choice but to be better than he was last week. I'm a Saquon owner, and it was awful watching that game. I was like, I'm not sure what's happening here, but they need to get it fixed quickly.
They have to be better. I mean, they have to. They have no choice. I mean, Saquon is too good to be the way he played last week.
But that defense for the Steelers is monster. So I'm thinking you're not going to see that same kind of problem. I think for New York this week. So
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. All right, so let's hit this next one. Talking about the Bills at the Dolphins, and much like last time, Bills. I'm Team Josh Allen this week, so let's see how that goes. I think hopefully he can hook up with Diggs, but I like John Brown again to be the leader of the offense. The running back situation still has me completely confused, but I'm gonna say play Zach Moss but I don't really much care for either one of those guys. On the Dolphins side, we saw bad fits. It was not Fitz magic at all. Devontae Parker is going to be a big question mark. I don't think he's playing, so that would make Preston Williams a big pick. Like I said with another player, a lot of people are picking up Myles Gaskin. That's not going to do you on the bench. Yeah. So.
Okay. I mean, Miami's definitely gonna lose.
I think gonna get crushed.
I think this game is gonna. I've been hearing little rumors that Fitzpatrick gotta start winning some games or he gonna get pulled. I'm thinking about week 3 or 4. They said so.
I think he survives this. Yeah, he survives this week, but against that Bills, he's not gonna look great. So he's gonna have to pull out some Fitz magic just to get anything done against the Bills, because I mean they played the Jets last week, but that defense we know is legit, and the Dolphins aren't really better than the Jets, so it's gonna get ugly.
I agree. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna roll into my next one. My next matchup is the Washington football team versus the Arizona Cardinals, and my impact players for Washington is obviously Scary Terry, and I'm going with their defense. I love this Washington defense. I love their front four. They had 8 sacks and 2 interceptions last week. And for Arizona, you have Kyler Murray and you have DeAndre Hopkins. So those 2 guys are definitely going to hook up and they're going to get their numbers. But I just feel like, and I'm going out and do a surprise pick, and I'm going with Washington this week. I feel like Washington front four is going to wreak havoc because the Cardinals line is really not that great.
Yeah, that Washington defense is a monster. So, yeah, I'm feel you. I'm going to talk on my next game about a monster defense I mentioned earlier. I'm talking about the Broncos and the Steelers. Yo, the Steelers defense got to take advantage of a young Danny Dimes. They're going to do the same thing with a young Drew Lock. I think Lock actually might be a little bit better. He has Noah Fant, who's going to put up some awesome numbers. So keep him on the day. Check to see about Phillip Lindsay. I don't think he's playing. We'll hopefully have an update to you by the time this airs. But Melvin Gordon should have a monster game as well, as much as he can. But that defense is going to limit what he does. But play him if you have him, because he should be pretty good. Start Big Ben, start Juju, start Deontay Johnson, start that Steelers defense. Leave Snell on your bench, because we don't know. James Conner is practicing. In fact, you might even leave James Conner on your bench. I don't until we know some more information, because since I was surprised to hear James Conner was practicing. So
that's
there. You picked up Snell off waivers, but you might not want to put him in there. So we'll see.
Well, like I said on Wednesday's show, I see him standing on the sideline, so he couldn't have been that hurt. Like he just, maybe they was being cautious with him. I don't know, but I just feel like at the end of the day, he could have got back in the game, but I think they was already winning, so they really didn't need him in about it.
So that's one of those things you're gonna just wait until maybe even game day if you know to know for certain. But right now I'm not comfortable with any running back. You don't know.
My next game is the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. I'm going with Green Bay on this one. My impact players are going to be Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones for Green Bay, and I'm going Matthew Stafford, Marvin Jones, and T.J. Hockenson, because they're not going to have their big boy receiver this week. He's out again probably. So I'm picking Green Bay to win. I feel like Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, that connection is going to be monster again this week. He's probably going to do the same thing he did last week. So I expect it. So I'm going with Green Bay.
Yeah, we saw the return of Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Discount Double Check, and he and Devontae Adams, they're going to wreak havoc. But that should be a high-scoring game, especially if we get Kenny Golladay back. I think
I think Galladay. I've been reading Galladay is not gonna be there. I think he ain't even been practicing this week, so I think he's out for the second straight week. So
that's
why I say
I read it, but I'm hoping. But yeah, it doesn't look like
I'm hoping too because I got him in one of my leagues. So that's why I say one of the big boy receiver Galladay ain't gonna be there. So we gonna see how it goes. So
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. You do? Let me hit my next one. All right, my next game is going to be the Bucks and the Panthers. We saw last week a old-looking Tom Brady, a bad-looking Rob Gronkowski. I don't expect those. I don't think the Bucks are going to look quite as bad this week. They should bounce back playing against the Panthers. It's not as good of a defense. I like CMC, of course, for the Panthers. You're going to play him if you have him. I'm not too sure about the wide receivers, but maybe DJ Moore has a better game than he did last week. But Robbie Anderson should look decent. For the Bucks receivers, unfortunately, they're both questionable, but you're going to play them if they're playing because, again, they should bounce back. And you drafted them so high, you got to give them. You got to start.
I think Robbie Anderson has a good game.
Yeah.
I think he does.
I'm trying to stay on the DJ Moore train, but yeah, I think Robbie Anderson's going to have another good one. It's going to be Teddy Bridgewater. I'm going to hope to see another week from him, and maybe he gets better, but yeah.
I think Robbie Anderson is going to, that connect. They're building the connection there.
Yeah.
They're going to lose, obviously, but I still think
they'll still lose, but
yeah. Robbie Anderson's going to have another good game, so I kind of feel like he was brought there for the being number one receiver for a reason. So
I still think DJ Moore's a better receiver, but I need some data to back me up on that. It ain't there yet. It ain't there.
So I'm gonna go into my next game, and this is a big game actually. And my next matchup is a big one. It's the Dallas Cowboys versus the Atlanta Falcons. And the impact players from this game are going to be Prescott, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to have a breakout game because it's going to be high scoring. And obviously Ezekiel Elliott. And for Atlanta, you got Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and Russell Gage. I think I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons in an upset to win this game because I feel like Matt Ryan is going to be on fire with those three receivers, and you can't cover all of them. So you're gonna have to pick your poison, and one of them gonna get off, and one of them gonna be all right. So you just got to pick your poison. So I'm going with Atlanta.
Oh, you got the upset on that one. I want for the second week in a row. I'm gonna reluctantly pick the Cowboys on this one, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna let me down for 2 weeks in a row. In which case, I'm never gonna pick them the rest of the time. But I'm just hoping that Matt Ryan puts up those big numbers and hopefully throws some to Hayden Hurst this week. So we'll see how that goes.
Me too, because I got Matt Ryan in like 2 leagues. So yes, I need that to happen.
All right, let me hit my last game. And of course, I saved the best for last. New Orleans at the Raiders. We're opening up Allegiant Stadium. I told y'all on Wednesday I got a shocker for you. I'm picking the Raiders to win. I think this is going to be a big. Vegas actually has this one of their biggest over/under games because there's going to be a lot of points thrown everywhere. Don't let last week fool you. New Orleans defense isn't as good as they looked against the Bucks. They're like middle of the road against the pass, and I think the Raiders offense is going to be spectacular. So I'm saying this is a free-for-all. Pick them if you got, play them if you got them. Drew Brees should be much better. Derek Carr, I think, should have a really good game. Josh Jacobs, of course, Darren Waller, you're playing. Even throwing in some love for Brian Edwards and Ruggs, especially, that he should break free on a couple of these things. Michael Thomas is out, so some people are going with Traquan Smith. I don't like him. I like Amari Cooper. I love Jared Cook and Emmanuel Sanders. I know I went overtime, but this game is so great, I had to keep talking about it.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with the Saints on this one. Sorry.
Most people are, but I'm telling you, it's the excitement of the stadium. They're going to win this. The only 5-point underdogs.
No fans going to be there. You can't be that excited. So
They're excited. It's in Las Vegas. You can't help but be excited in Vegas. Well, maybe not with Corona, but still.
I guess I'm going with the Saints. I think Drew Brees have a bounce back game.
Yeah, he does.
I think he's gonna throw for more than 190 yards this week. So
I think both quarterbacks are over 300 yards this game.
So I think the Saints win. Though I think it'll be close, but I do think the Saints win. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off. And my next game is the New England Patriots at the Seattle Seahawks. My impact players are Cam Newton and Julian Edelman. And from Seattle, I got Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Chris Carson. But I'm going to go out on a limb and make a surprise pick. I'm going to say that New England's going to win this game in a close battle because I just think Bill Belichick is going to get something going, and he's going to make it tough for Seattle because Seattle's offensive line is not that great, and they're going to bring that rush. Even though I think Russell Wilson's still going to get his, I just think it's going to be a close game, and I think Cam is going to kind of do work. I think Cam is going to have a couple rushing touchdowns, and he's going to do his normal 200 yards and one passing touchdown. I think Cam has a big game.
All right, I see that. I still have the Seahawks winning, but I think I'm not quite there yet, but I'm about to jump really big on the Cam Newton bandwagon because he looked nice that first game. I'm interested to see what he does against the Seahawks defense. So.
I got a weird feeling that Cam is going. Cam this year he got something to prove, and I think Cam is going. And the way they telling that offense, they putting that offense around Cam, and they making it this strength around him. So at the end of the day, I think Cam is going to come out. He's going to rush for those 2 touchdowns, goal line. I think he gets those. And they really have no receiver to throw to, so I think it's going to be all about Cam anyway. So really, I think I got New England winning. I think it's going to be tough, though, but I think I got it.
That's another one that should be a pretty good game, so I'm looking forward to it. We got a lot of good stuff happening this weekend, and hopefully we help you all with setting your lineups. Always email us, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, put questions in the comments, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can.
Hey, and y'all have a good night.
All right. Let's go watch those Browns and Bengals tonight. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Peace.
All right.